Everybody, my name is BarPickles, and today I'm bringing you to another Destiny exotic review. And today I'm going to be reviewing the auto rifle Hard Light. Now, this is going to be one of my out-of-the-box reviews, so I actually just got it today. I've had, you know, a pretty good amount of time to kind of get the hang of it, and you know, kind of some of the things that it can do, but haven't really fully maxed it out yet, or you know, done anything like that. So let's get into some of the good about the Hard Light. I think it has a good rate of fire and a good impact. And you know, with most auto rifles, that's something you don't really come by. You know, it's got a decent, like I said, it's got both that are pretty decent. You know, you can fire off a round, and most of them will do pretty good damage. In fact, with it just 300 to attack, it does 20 damage to the head in Crucible. In Crucible, it does 20 damage to the head and 16s to the body, I think. So yeah, so it has a pretty good damage output, to be honest. You know, and like I said, it fires really quickly, as you can see here. That looks, you know, it sounds and kind of, you know, just exerts a lot of bullets at once. And you know, it looks and kind of sounds fast. Another good thing is the recoil. The recoil's pretty low to have, you know, this high a rate of fire, which, you know, most auto rifles, the more rate of fire, or the higher rate of fire you have, the higher recoil you have. And I say most, that's pretty much all. But yeah, so it has a really good rate of fire, damage output, stability, and the reload's pretty high. You know, as you can see there, I can pretty much boom, boom, reload. It doesn't take that much to reload it. The magazine size is also pretty good at 40. You know, that's not as great as some, but I also think it has what you call it, a field scout on it. So, you know, that could be a good choice for, you know, if you want to push up the ammo capacity. I wouldn't recommend it in that tree though, just because it has single point sling and what you call it, perfect balance. So, you know, I'd kind of go with perfect balance on that one, but you know, you can do what you want. You know, you're your own person, Dad. I don't have daddy issues. What are you talking about? But yeah, so I like this weapon a lot. Now let's get into some of the bad things. The bad thing is that even though it does put out a good amount of damage for its rate of fire, it's not a great rate of fire, or it's not a great damage in total. Like I was saying, when it's out of the box, you do 20 to the head, and I think 16s to the body. That is not a lot. You know, compared to say like Suros, or where, you know, you can be getting 33s to the head, and I think it's like 26 to the body. So, you know, if you want an exotic auto rifle, I'd still probably recommend Suros, but this is a good kind of substitute if you don't have Suros. Overall, I really like this auto rifle. I'm also really looking forward to the perk that it has. The perk is called Volatile Light, and the description is that it overpenetrates targets and ricochets off of walls and hard surfaces. I think this sounds interesting. I think it would kind of be like the ricochet rounds, I think that's what it's called, where it's not too useful, but it's kind of fun to play with sometimes if you don't, you know, really have anything else to do. I think that could be kind of fun to just kind of, you know, mess around with if you're doing the strike playlist or something. Just kind of shoot at the ground and mess around with some of the physics of it. I think that would, you know, like I said, I'm interested to see that perk. I wouldn't say excited, but interested. The first tree, or the first perk is also glass half full, which I like, especially since it's kind of a low rate of fire, I mean, low, what you call it, well, it's kind of a mid-mag auto rifle. You'll be able to take use of it more often, so 20 bullets will do more damage, which, you know, that's gotta be super effective, super helpful, super effective, blah blah blah. So here, I'll just kind of give you a second to kind of show what the weapon is like and how I get kind of my feel for it after a little while.
You captured Zone B.
Ah, oh, almost got him there.
Heavy ammo on the way. Zone B lost. Zone C neutralized. Zone A lost. Heavy ammo available. Enemy captured Zone A. Zone C secure. You captured Zone B.
Ah, okay, well, no. I kind of wanted to go over the cosmetics of Hard Light, which I think are kind of unique, because, you know, it has that, it looks almost kind of like Thunderlord, in my opinion. It has kind of a sleek chrome look to it, and, I think the cosmetics are actually pretty cool. But, you know, that's just kind of my opinion. As you can see here, you know, it's all got kind of, you know, these sleek curves and patterns on it, and it looks glossy, and I like it. Bruh. But yeah, I like it. Now here, let's take a look at some of the perks for Hard Light. We can hide in here. Let's take a look at some of the perks for Hard Light. So in this first tree, we've got Accurized Ballistics, CQB Ballistics, and Aggressive Ballistics. Now, I'd probably just stay with Accurized Ballistics, just because the other two decrease the range way too much, I think. Just for, you know, increases in stability, pretty much. Now we have Glass Half Full. Then we have Quick Draw. This weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast. I'm not really too big of a fan of this perk unless you're switching to a shotgun pretty fast. So, you know, I'd recommend this if you like shotgun play. Then we have Fitted Stock, increases weapon stability. I think either this or Field Scout is what I'm going to go with, depending on the situation. Then we have Volatile Light. Rounds fired from this weapon overpenetrate targets and ricochet on hard surfaces. Like I said, I think this sounds interesting, but I don't know how useful it would be. Like, I know a lot of weapons have that, like, ricochet rounds perk, I think it's called. Which, you know, I've never really found that very useful, but I find it, you know, fun to play with in some situations. So, you know, I think it kind of might be one of those weapons that I pull out sometimes, but, you know, I may not use it as my main. As you can, I actually like the scope on this a lot. It kind of falls in with that, you know, sleek, curved design that I was talking about, and, it definitely kind of fits in with the weapon. So, you know, aw, dang it, I thought I was going to show it on my back when I used Blade Dancer. But as, you know, as kind of a wrap-up, I like Hard Light, a lot. At least so far. You know, I think it's a good auto rifle if you don't have, you know, say Suros, or, you know, maybe Shadow Price. But I don't know if it's gonna be my one exotic slot for, you know, when there's so many others that I could use that I think would be a lot better. Like, as you see there, I could use Abyss Defiant and use, I don't know, Plan C or Icebreaker or Galahorn, you know, something like that. Instead of having to take up my exotic slot with something that can be replaced. You know, but overall, I like Hard Light, and so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, because I like it a lot, but I think you could use your exotic slot somewhere else, considering that this can be replaced kind of easily with some legendaries. I hope you've liked this review. This has been BarPickles, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.